Number 17, James Matthews. Number 4, Paul McGregor is out, replaced by number 16, Dale Flick. The Brisbane team,
And that shot there will give you an idea of what sort of a crowd has turned out to the Wollongong Showground today. The locals have really got behind their side, and there's our referee, Graham Annesley, all set to get the match underway after checking with both captains, and blows the whistle and away they go in this round 14 clash at Wollongong Stadium. Ooh, a bit of a kick forward there. What's going to happen? Illawarra will end up with it.
All Broncos were offside in front of Gene Miles. Couldn't touch it. Disastrous start for Brisbane.
Yes, it gives them a chance to go on the attack now, and taking it up over there is Teitzel.
The sun obviously in Gene Miles' eyes there, Bill, but a very, very risky practice.
So it gives plenty of opportunity now for the Steelers to put on some early pressure as Dunn takes it up. From the play, the ball back to Russell. Russell going to be taken ball and all. Dummy half is Skifaliti. They send it across, taken over there by Simon. Simon getting it outside then to Morrissey. Broncos under plenty of pressure, but this is the final tackle. Not the ideal start. Going to be put up high in the air by Simon. They're coming through. O'Neill's back there, but it's going to be taken by straight into the hands eventually of Kevin Walters.
Well, Wayne Bennett, Bill, be one person, Gene Miles, who appeared to put out a leg.
Brett Lemon is down in. This is the pass coughed up by Morrissey for McIndoe. It goes back inside for Fritz. And the Brisbane defence is tested and stretched on the final tackle. They'll move it across through Simon for Russell, who's been one of the form players. Dunn served up a beautiful ball, and tremendous defence by young O'Neill.
What a beautiful tackle by Julian O'Neill. He had to make it. A try was on.
The Illawarra backs up very, very quickly. Second feed by Walters. It comes open side. Matterson ran across field looking for the straight runner, but it wasn't forthcoming. Renoff will go to dummy half. Wrapping around is Gilmeister. Tremendous work rate is Trevor Gilmeister. Now they'll look for probably Dowling on the wrap. There's Dowling, trying to get on the outside. Gave it to Curry, taken out without the football. He's also knocked it on. Just a lot of moves out of dummy half yesterday at their final training session.
Yeah, they did quite a bit of it yesterday morning. Of course, if you practice, you're a better chance of getting things right, aren't you? Here's a good kick downfield this time. Going back there is Riolo.
Good line by Brisbane here. Good defensive line.
Now he gets it away to McIndoe. McIndoe coming at Willie Carney. Pushed away. Willie Carney's down that touchline. Julian O'Neill to beat. He's got support. Comes up to O'Neill. A nice tackle by the fullback to put him down. 2 try-saving tackles he's made. They kick it through. The tackle count will start again. Skifaliti pulled down about 10 metres out, but there's plenty of pressure to go. They've got enough tackles. Playing it back, away it goes to Russell. Russell waits for a little bit, but he's taken ball and all in the tackle. From the play, the ball. Away from dummy half, Simon. Simon gets it to no one, eventually bouncing into the hands over there of Piccinelli. Dummy half is Skifaliti again. Cross over there to Simon. Simon with a little kick through. O'Neill going back there. Takes it in the in-goal area, but can't get away from the tackle of Dunn.
Good pressure play this from Illawarra. Brisbane just hanging on by their fingernails at the moment.
Wollongong Showground. No points on the board as yet, with the Broncos to drop out from underneath the goal mouth. Changes coming up, Tony.
A very important change too, Bill, in the Illawarra side. Their skipper, Tony Smith, has left the field. It does appear as though Smith has a pretty serious ankle injury. He's been replaced by the reserve grade skipper in jersey 20, Doug Delaney.
And I noticed Brett Lemon getting ready on the touchline to come on for the Broncos. So they survive again, the Broncos.
But it may cost them 2 points here. Stealing the ball incident. But Brisbane have been called on all their reserves in defence.
33 metres out. He's around about 10 metres to the left of the upright. The breeze coming right to left. So he'll aim it towards the right-hand upright and try and drift it back. There's the kick. He's got it into the air nicely. The first point's on the board. It's the Steelers in the lead by 2-0, and Matthews keeps that 100% record in first grade.
Kicked by number 17, James Matthews. Steelers 2, Brisbane 0.
The confidence from this particular passage of play that they are holding on. They want to get their act together. Renoff!
He's away. Rodwell's coming across out after him. He's up over the halfway mark. He's going to go himself. Now he cuts back inside. Oh, sends a pass. that couldn't be picked up by Willie Card, and Illawarra will end up with
Well,
possession.
that couldn't have been picked up by Superman. That was a silly pass by Renoff. The first couple of plays, impossible pass.
He taken ball and all. That was a good tackle by Matthews.
Excellent tackle, Matthews, because he had to wrap up Curry.
Final tackle, and they're swinging it around everywhere over there, eventually to O'Neill. He decides to run it out now. They were waiting for him to have the kick. Now he's almost through the gap. Skiffalidi comes at him. Pass back inside to Gene Miles. Miles looking for someone. He finds Walters. Walters going to head across field, still going. Sends it over the top. It'll go straight in the hands of Matthews. He breaks out of one tackle. Now he sends a pass back that can't be picked up. Going to be knocked on back there by Morrissey.
Well, you give these sides a bit of credit for their ability to try and counter-attack. Brisbane decided after O'Neill was held off that they'd run it.
Canberra player takes it about 25 out from his own goal line. It goes to Russell. A lovely ball for Delaney. And the referee has picked it as called by David Wright. No doubt at all that was an obstruction. The tackle would have been made, I think, by Kevin Walters. He couldn't get to him because Brett Rodwell was in the road. Blatant obstruction. May have been accidental, but certainly obstructed. Have a look at it on the right. Walters in would definitely have made the tackle there on Delaney, obstructed by Rodwell. Brisbane a chance to square it up. Great points for the Broncos since he made that tremendous debut against Manly back in 1988, where he scored 2 tries and kicked 8 goals. He moves in from 33 out in front of the post. He's got it nicely into the air, but waved away. It goes dead in goal. Play will come back to the quarter line for the restart of play. He's got good attacking skills as well as being arguably their best defender, Ian Russell. Now Tiernan, and offside, had to be. Brisbane are quite fortunate here. They may well get an opportunity to square up this match up to half-time. Terry Matterson shouldn't miss this, right in front, 20 metres out. The line, Illawarra do not very often. They have occasionally played a sweeper. Little rubber kick by Alfie could have been very handy today. Matterson 20 metres out in front. He's missed one goal already. There's the kick. This time the flags go up and Terry Matterson registers his 350th point in the Winfield Cup, and it draws it back level at half-time. The hooter has gone at the end of the first 40 minutes and has produced no tries. A goal to Matthews, a goal to Matterson right on time. It's all tied up. We'll be back for the second 40 on the other side of this break. Leaders inside Brisbane's end of the ground. Now the roll is on for the Steelers. That's Morrissey. Legs taken out from Matterson. Skiffalidi working on the blind side. Renoff got him. And he's been ruled offside. Well, it's an amazing decision. The crowd had been calling for some time. On the actual 6th tackle, Annesley deciding the penalty would be given. It can only be for being inside the 5 metres in effect. Playing his 57th first grade game, the successor to Michael Bolt, who chalked up 167 first grade games, which is the Illawarra record. And Skiffalidi has played 56 of the last 57 games for the Steelers, chasing that record. There's the kick from Matthews. He's hooked it around beautifully. 2 from 2, and the Steelers are in the lead by 2.
So Brisbane have kicked on 5 occasions in play in this second half as opposed to Illawarra's 2.
Look at Riolo go.
Yes, he takes it and he slips out the tackle, gets the pass away to Matthews. Matthews going for the corner. This will be a try. And Illawarra score the first try of the match and go to a lead of 8 points to 2.
Bill, I said in the first half that Illawarra were vulnerable to that short kick. And in the second half, Brisbane fall for the same 3-card trick. Beautiful little kick, regained nicely, and then fired away. Let's have a look at it. The ball bounces up perfectly for Riolo. And then Matthews it is, just waiting his time. Picks up the pass, no problems at all. Riolo's still there if required. He isn't. And Matthews comes around to improve his position for the kick marginally. The little kick there by Delaney, beautifully placed. Brisbane no sweeper. Riolo picks it up on the bounce nicely. Brushes away from Julian O'Neill. Out to Matthews. Clear under the line. Illawarra extend their lead. They now lead by 8 points to 2 with the kick to come.
Well, their youth policy certainly has paid off, Bill. 2 young local juniors combining. And Matthews comes up with his first ever try in the Winfield Cup, and in fact now has scored all of the Illawarra points.
Well, I think he's a fair chance. The way he's been kicking, adding another 2 to it, and that will put the job right back in the lap of the Broncos, because this team with the advantage such as that, and this crowd giving them all the support they need. would be very hard to beat. Amazing how he just places the ball and just strolls around and then comes on in.
If you hit it right, it's not a problem.
There he goes. He hit this one right. No, he hasn't. It's going to be waved away. So the score remains Illawarra lead by 8 points to 2.
Well, that's right. The Steelers won number 17, James Matthews. The conversion was unsuccessful. Steelers 8, Brisbane 2.
And into Rodwell, who really crashed him into the turf.
Errors in the second half. Illawarra 28-24, but they're in front on the scoreboard.
So it's Brett Leman. There's a man or two over out there. My man Dummett. He's cuts up over the halfway. He's looking for Hancock. Away it goes to Michael Hancock. Riolo's out after him. He's up over the quarter line, but he forces his way back inside, but put down on the tackle. Getting up quickly to play it. Can they keep the pressure on? Back it comes this time to Morganson. Outside then to Walters. Walters put down about 5 metres out. Kieran Walters comes up at dummy half. They let it go wide. Dowling, now to Gene Miles. He sends the one-hander. It's going to be another 6 tackles because it was touched over there by Morrissey. Men to burn out on the right-hand side if they let it go. Right over the top this time. It'll be Renoff ending up with it, but the momentum was lost a little bit. Dunn eventually puts him down. From the play the ball. Walters waits for it. Over to Dowling. Dowling just takes it up. I don't know what was going to happen on that occasion.
They only wanted to settle it there. Bill Matterson wants it now.
Gene Miles has got it. He charges his way through. Gino's pulled down about 3 or 4 metres out. Walters to dummy half. Illawarra leading by 8 points to 2. Matterson to Leman. Leman trying to push away the tackle, but it was a nice one there by Fritz. So they lost a little bit of ground there, the Broncos. Kieran Walters puts it up. It's nice and high. He's following out after it. They go up. It's going to be taken in the in-goal area, though, by Riolo.
Sensational defence by Illawarra. We're seeing now why they're the best defensive side in the competition. Brisbane got close. Kieran Walters put that up prior to the 6th tackle. I really don't know why he did. Taken beautifully by Riolo. We've spoken plenty about Julian O'Neill's game today, but David Riolo has had a great game, and it took a terrific tackle on Michael Hancock to hold off a try.
So the Steelers defence holds, and they're 32 out from their own goal line. They lead by 8 to 2, and we've had 26 and a half minutes of play in the second half. And listen to the crowd. Looks as though another replacement is going to be made to Illawarra. Skifalidi makes the break. Beautiful pass back for Fritz. In turn for Delaney, he did the juggling act and kept the ball alive. Still going with the kick and chase. Hancock going back. He's under pressure from Matthews, but the ball goes into touch.
Well, it's Illawarra's day, and it's amazing what a crowd can do. The Broncos are now feeling Lang Park in reverse. Doug Delaney has been inspired, and you saw there the juggling act that did it. The adrenaline's running high. Illawarra on fire.
Down 20 metres out. Back onto Dunn. Dunn taken by Dowling.
Once again, Bill, a field goal will seal it.
Well, are they going to try that, or are they going to run it out? They're going to run it out with Morrissey. Morrissey looking for support, pulled down 9 metres out. Back it goes to Simon. He shapes for the drop shot at goal, and it is there. It's there. That makes it 9 points to 2, and that would be the ball game.
You'd have to think so, Bill. 7 points in front with 6 minutes to go, and with the crowd cheering you on. Great effort this by Illawarra. The best defensive performance I've seen this year, if not for a number of years. Brisbane have tried everything. Illawarra have had an answer. 9-2.
Turns it around. Back it goes to Dowling. He in turn to Walters. Walters to Miles, who tries to scoop it back. It'll be picked up by Renoff. Renoff tried to go through the centre, then tried to get the pass away. Illawarra will end up with it by the hands of Delaney.
Not very often that Brisbane have been unable to score a try in 80 minutes, and it really has not necessarily been through problems with their attack. It has been some terrific defence. Illawarra, 217 tackles to date in the match. They have really played well. You've got to hand it to them. They deserve their lead, 9-2.
Well, they've only conceded now 19 tries in the last 13 matches, and in this level of football, David, you can see why they've done it. Their defence has been superb.
Well, it's a busy defence, it's a keen defence, and they do stack the middle of the ruck to a certain extent. They do cover well. They're doing all the things necessary. They've got some good tacklers, and don't miss many tackles, and they've backed it up with a good kicking game.
Steve Renoff receiving attention from trainer Ken Ra as Willie Kahn goes back, trying to link up with O'Neill, and McIndoe meets him with a shirt front tackle.
been able to come up with the answer.
Doug Delaney to work the scrum just inside Brisbane's end of the ground. He goes open side. He's made the break. He split them wide open. O'Neill's on the chase, and he picks him off with a magnificent tackle. Delaney's cut them to pieces. Russell. Here's the numbers, Illawarra. Simon. One-handed pass.
6 to go.
6 more to go. Riolo picks the ball up, and he's only 5 metres short.
Make no mistake too, Fordo, Brisbane have not played badly today. Illawarra have been the side that have played better.
Now Dunn. Replaced at half-time and back on the field. The former Cronulla player. Skifaliti. Running square. Russell, that pass looked a little forward. Piccinelli. Rodwell. Rodwell's over. Rodwell will come around to score his first try of the season. And it's clinched the game here at the Wollongong Showground.
Well and truly sealed it. Perseverance prevails. The crowd go wild. They have done their crowd very proud here today, these 13 Steelers. They played with great intensity, good backline movement, opportunities out wide. Piccinelli fires it out to Rodwell, holds the ball up for a moment. The cover couldn't get to him, and Rodwell comes across nicely to score it. Let's have a look at it. Brisbane were in trouble. The break initially had been made by Delaney from the base of the scrum, and from that point on, Brisbane were in trouble. Rodwell finishes it off. Brisbane have not been able to finish today. Illawarra have. They've scored 2 tries, and that was a beauty. They've won the match and have certainly sealed their place in the top 5.
In fact, his 3rd try of the season for Rodwell, playing in his 46th first grade game. A local junior, and the hoodoo has been broken. There only remains one team in the Winfield Cup that is yet to defeat the Brisbane Broncos, and that is Newcastle, who they play next Friday night.
Interesting, Fordo. Broncos dominated possession, 197 to 168, but couldn't score a try.
Matthews with the ball placed. He moves in. It's hit the upright and bounces back into the field of play. Right mention, it's not as though Brisbane played badly. Their kicking game has certainly been well off today, and that put themselves under a lot of pressure. But this side has been relentless in defence. They've scored 2 smart tries. And this man, Delaney, has ignited them since he came on. Here's another go. It's Riolo, the fullback. 1-on-1. Too much pace for O'Neill. That is a superb try. And the fans at the Wollongong Showground, a record crowd rises 1. And another local junior puts his stamp on this game.
It puts a stamp on the game that he put on some time ago. David Riolo has had a sensational game from fullback. Don't underestimate the contribution of Doug Delaney. Also that man Ian Russell. Delaney holds it up. Renoff goes the wrong way. Slips from Miles' grasp. And then Riolo. Look at this for confidence. Julian O'Neill stood up for a moment. Riolo accelerator. Away he goes to score, try and rub it in. Illawarra now 17-2 from deep inside their territory. Brisbane, OK, may have eased up. This side has not eased up for 80 minutes plus. Inside pass was a good one from Delaney. Riolo, watch him size up Julian O'Neill. O'Neill idling, thinking he's got to wait his time. Riolo isn't going to wait for anybody. David Riolo brings it around to cap off a great game. A great game for Riolo and a great game for the Steelers.
Yeah, 4th try for the season from David Riolo. And the casual kicker, Matthews, has the ball placed around about 20 metres out. Floats it in. Up go the flags. It's 19 points to 2. The Broncos have been kept tryless. So a dejected side come back to halfway. And haven't they got a job ahead of them now to try and cement a spot in the top 5?
Well, they have, Fordo, when you think there'll be another 2 weekends where Brisbane will be without their representative players. Wayne Bennett turns away. He hasn't come, or he hasn't got the 2 points he came for.
19 points to 2. And this record crowd have been rewarded at the Wollongong Showground. I think that picture of Greg Dowling tells it all. A tremendous win by the Illawarra Steelers.
Come on, mighty Wollongong with the Illawarra Steelers. You can't go wrong with the men so strong. Gonna give them the taste of steel.